was her ambition to have a son who could read and write. She prayed to Allah, and he endowed me with the necessary talent.
And you expect me to be beaten by an old washerwoman?
I'm afraid so. You could never pass the test.
Indeed. And my father's test for a husband worthy of me.
Oh? The husband is to be tested too. That had never occurred to me.
Nor to your mother either, it seems. Well, you know better now. I am to give you £150. You are to increase it to 50,000 within 6 months. How is that for a test?
Quite conclusive. At the end of 6 months, I should not have 1 penny of it left. Praise be to Allah.
You confess yourself beaten?
Absolutely. Completely.
And you think I am beaten too?
Hopelessly. You do not know what homeless poverty is. And Allah the Compassionate will take care that you never do.
How much is 200 piastres?
At the rate of exchange contemplated by my mother, about 35 shillings.
Hand it over.
Unfortunately, my mother forgot to provide for this contingency. I have not got 35 shillings. I must borrow them from you.
I never have a penny on me. No matter, borrow from my chauffeur. He will lend you £150 on my account, if you dare ask him. Goodbye. For 6 months.
No might and no majesty save in thee, O Allah, but O most great and glorious. Is this another of thy terrible jokes?
You give me that stick.
Hey, give me that back!
No, I won't.
Give me that back!
What do you want? What are you doing here?
I'm looking for employment. A woman told me I should find it here. I am destitute.
There's no way to get employment, poking your nose into places that don't concern you. Get on! There's no women employed here.
You lie. There are 6 women working in there. Who employs them?
The way you talk to me, think a lot of yourself, don't you? What do you take me for?
A worm. Take care. I can use my fists. I can shoot if necessary.
Careful, Joe. She's an inspector. Look at her shoes.
I am not an inspector. And what is the matter with my shoes, pray?
Well, ma'am, could a woman looking for work at twopence halfpenny an hour afford a West End shoe like that? I can assure you we don't employ any women here. We're only caretakers.
But I saw 6 women in...
Not a soul. Go on, search your bloody basement.
Speak to the lady like that. You see, ma'am, there's not a soul.
There's a smell. You've given them a signal to hide. You are breaking the law. Give me some work, or I shall send a postcard to the Home Office.
Look here, lady, can't we arrange this? I mean, what good will it do you to get me into trouble and shut up my little shop?
What good will it do me to say nothing?
What, about £0.50 a week?
I cannot live on £0.50 a week.
Can if you look around a bit. There are others, you know.
Give me the address of the others. If I'm to live by blackmail, I must have an extended practice.
I have to pay. I don't see why the others shouldn't. Look, we take the £0.50. Look here, look at it. Listen to it. Now, is it another one of those every Wednesday if you keep the inspector off of me?
There's no use ringing half-crowns at me. I am accustomed to them. And I feel convinced you will pay 5 shillings if I insist.
Have some feeling for us. You don't know the struggle we have to live.
Yeah, we're not beggars. I'll pay what the business can afford and not a penny more. You know it can afford 5 shillings. You know I can't afford any more. So here, take your 5 shillings. I'll be down to you.
Don't be so hasty.
You shut up. You can get a few shillings off, but you can't. Besides, I've a tough lot without looking at her shoes. She's got her. She knows she's got her.
Well, I don't like this blackmailing business. Of course, if I must, I must. But can you not give me any manual work?
You want to get a little deeper into our business, don't you?
I'm as deep as I can get already. You have 6 women working in there. That thing in the corner is a gas engine. That makes you a workshop under the Act. Except that the sanitary arrangements are probably appalling. There's nothing else I need to know. I have you in the hollow of my hand. You give me work that I can live by, or I'll have you cleared out of here like a wasp's nest.
Good mind to clear out anyway. There's another place where you won't find me so easy. I'm used to changing my address.
That's the one good card you have in your hand. You have some business ability. Tell me, why can you not give me work to live by, just as you give it, I suppose, to those women I saw in there?
I don't like the people I employ to know too much.
They might call in the inspector.
Calling the inspector? What sort of fool are you? They dread the inspector more than I do.
Why? Don't they want to be protected?
Well, the inspector wouldn't protect them, ma'am. He'd only shut the place down to take their jobs away from them. Or if they thought you'd be so cruel as to report them, they'd go on their knees to you to spare them.
You that knows so much about it ought to know a business like this can't afford any luxuries. It's a cheap labour business. As long as I can get women for their natural wage, I can get along with no luxuries, mind you. No trade union wages, no sanitary arrangements, as you call them, no line washing every 6 months, no separate rooms to eat in, and no fencing in a dangerous machine or anything like that. I've got a business in a week.
What is a woman's natural wage?
Tuppence 8.5 for a 12-hour day.
Slavery.
Oh, no, ma'am. Nobody wouldn't call that slavery. Good worker can make 12, 15 shillings a week at it. Week in, week out.
Isn't it what the government paid at the beginning of the war? You expect me to pay more than the British government?
Can a woman live on 12 shillings a week?
Of course she can. What's to prevent her?
Then I will work even for that, just to prove that I can work and support myself. So give me some work and have done talking.
You started talking, you and me.
I did. I thank you for the information you have given me. It has been informative and to the point. Is that sufficient apology? Now, to work, to work. I am in a hurry to get to work.
What sort of work can you do?
Can you sew? Can you make buttonholes?
Certainly not. I don't call that work.
Well, what sort of work are you looking for?
Brain work.
She got it.
Your work, managing work, planning work, driving work. Well, show me what you make here. Tell me how you dispose of it.
Yeah, you get on with your work. Show what you do. And when you're quite satisfied your curiosity, maybe you'll take the 5 shillings and go.
Why, don't you find my arrival a pleasant sort of adventure in this den?
I have never heard the like of your cheek, not from nobody.
Well, what do you do with these when they're finished?
Man comes with his cart and takes it away.
Does he pay you for them?
No, gives us a receipt for them. Mr. Superflu pays us for the receipts at the end of the week.
What does he do with the coats?
He takes them to the wholesaler what supplies him with the cloth. The cart brings us the cloth and it takes away the finished clothes.
Well, why don't you deal directly with the wholesaler?
Oh, no, that wouldn't be right. We don't know who they are. Mr. Superflu does. Besides, we couldn't afford horse and cart.
Oh, does Mr. Superflu own the horse and cart?
Oh, no, that wouldn't be right. He hires it by the hour from Bolton's.
Is it always the same driver?
Oh, yes, it's always old Tim Goodenough.
Write those names down. Bolton's, Superflu, good enough.
And I'm not your clerk.
You will be soon. Do as I tell you. Now, when good enough comes round next, tell him to tell Bolton's that he has found somebody who will buy the horse and cart for £14.